According to the committee, Osei Kweku is owing the association he sought to head, and that amounts to conflict of interest. They added that the Tama Youth owner is the authorized official per the documents available to the Ghana Football Association, and he is mandated to enter into legally binding agreements on behalf of the club as he is the executive chairman and president of the club. In further defense, the normalization committee told CAS Palmer is a proponent of corruption and bribery because he suggested Ghana failed to qualify for 2018 World Cup tournament because the Ministry of Youth and Sports refused to pay bribes to influence the outcome of games played by the Black Stars. Hence, he is not a person of high moral integrity. Lawyers of the FA said, and I quote, "It would be unfortunate at this point to put our football fortunes in the hands of persons such as the appellant," unquote. The qualification requirements placed on aspirants, especially to presidential positions, is designed to avoid putting the GFA in the hands of persons with moral turpitude and lack of proven integrity. The football governing body also told CAS that they have no jurisdiction to hear the case, but this claim was rejected by the sports court who exercised jurisdiction over the matter. The GFA on June 29, 2020 signed documents accepting the ruling of CAS having jurisdiction over the matter.
And Referee Sekou Kupama, who is bankroller of Tama Youth, has been speaking ahead of today's big verdict.
People tend to conclude that we have taken the Ketukeku-led presidency to CAS. That is never true. We were in CAS before Ket was elected. I had done this fundamentally to clear my name. Integrity at any point is fundamental to your existence as a human being. Most people relate to me very well because I've taught at St. Augustine's, and the mere fact that I've done this gives me a certain kind of ambience, or creates the congenial atmosphere for people to relate to me in a certain manner. Goodwill. Yeah. You can never get it on a silver platter. So that is the main reason why, to protect my integrity, because the outcome of that, how do you call it, the vetting was that I don't have the integrity to even be the president of Ghana Football Association. So I was declared unfit to become president of the FA. That was the drive. Now on the question of my future ambitions, I would tell you that, first let me also say this. Anytime an appellate body of CAS teacher rules, they give directives as to the exact steps that must be followed in order to actualize whatever they have ruled on, or the award decision is fundamental. So it gets out of my power and my hand to dictate as to what should be done after CAS have given directives. That one, everybody should understand that, because there are issues here and there that, they will come and meet Palmer, solve matters behind closed doors here and there. There's no room for that, because the moment the Supreme Court rules, the directive is what is carried out, or High Court rules, this directive is what is carried out. So it moves beyond our capabilities. That one must also be made very clear.
Let's now go on Zoom and talk to Muftar Nabila Abdullah, who has been following the case at CAS, and he joins us now. Muftar, thank you very much for your time. In the report, you mentioned the legal arguments advanced by both parties. Can you explain in detail for us?
It's a pleasure to join you this morning. Like you mentioned, I did indicate in the report that the normalization committee, which is now defunct, also filed a defense. But one clear thing is that Sekou Kupama felt that the decision of the normalization committee was predetermined, preconceived, and premeditated because I had published a story in July, to be precise, July 31, 4 clear months before he was disqualified. In that publication, I mentioned specific reasons. I indicated that they were going to disqualify Palmer because his failure to pay 10% of the transfer fee of his player, Joseph Pinsel. I also mentioned in the publication that they were going to disqualify him because of his comments made in 2017 in relation to Ghana's failure to qualify for a fourth successive World Cup. And when they disqualified him on October 4, they cited same reasons. So the lawyers of Wilfred Osei Kweku, in filing their petition at the Apex Sport Court body, cited that publication as one of the reasons why they believe that the decision of the Normalization Committee was premeditated, preconceived, and predetermined. And also, one clear thing they also cited was that they felt that it was a mark of selective justice because if you have to follow through every single candidate who or aspirant who availed himself to contest for the position of president of the Ghana Football Association, if you say Wilfred Osei Kweku lacked the integrity to contest for the position of president, he felt that so many other people too could have done same or could have also suffered same. He cited examples of how a club like Great Olympics owed the Ghana Football Association about $50,000 in relation to a transfer of players like Lai Kinson and Godwin Trump since 1999 or 1998. But this club, one of its leadership in the presence of Mr. Fred Papo, contested for the position of president. So if they felt that someone like Wilfred Osei Kweku failed to pay for the transfer fee of his player to the Ghana Football Association, to the GFA Development Fund, then Fred Papo should have suffered same, because he believed that if they were not selective with their decision, they would have also done same to Fred Papo. According to him, the sins of his club cannot be visited on its shareholders, and they cited one of the famous rulings that have ever happened in England, the Solomon and Solomon rule that clearly says that the sins of an institution cannot be visited, or a company cannot be visited on its shareholders. The GFA were invited to provide a response on October 21. The GFA, in their response, said that Palmer lacked the integrity because he's a proponent of corruption. They indicated clearly that it would be unfortunate to put the football fortunes in the hands of persons like the appellant, because he said government should have made available unclassified payments, and per their definition of unclassified payments, they said that they are unapproved and inappropriate payments made to FIFA and CAF officials, and these monies, when they are made to them, is to ensure that they influence the outcome of matches in favor of the Black Stars. So they said that someone who sought to head the Ghana Football Association shouldn't be speaking like that. And if you have the moral turpitude, he wouldn't be someone who would be speaking like that. They also said that one of the reasons why they disqualified Palmer was that they feel he was not the right person to lead the Ghana Football Association, because if you set to head an institution like the Ghana Football Association and you are the founder, bankroller, board chairman, and whatever of Temayut FC, he should have ensured that the club redeemed its indebtedness. And in his vetting, according to the Normalization Committee defense at the Court of Arbitration for Sport, he said in hindsight, he felt that Temayut should have made the payment. They also said that Wilfred Osei Kweku, who accused some members of the vetting committee, to be precise, Frank Davis, the private legal practitioner who was contacted to write to him in April 2019 to make demands for the money, they said that Wilfred Osei Kweku cannot accuse him of being in a conflict of interest because he was in the known of the composition of the vetting committee, but at no point did he raise any alarm. He should have at least made it known to the general public, or even written to the Normalization Committee, that he wasn't happy about the membership of the vetting committee. But because he
Hello, Muftar. So get Muftar back on the line. But Chelsea will listen to offers for unsettled Kepa Arrizabalaga with Frank Lampard set to recommend the club suit for a new goalkeeper but it is understood the Blues are unwilling to accept any deals under £50 million if they are to sell Kepa permanently during the transfer window. This is why Chelsea might want to sell Kepa. And that's all we've got time for on today's edition of Sports here on the AM Show on the Joy News channel on Multi TV. My name is Asari Bediako. Thank you very much for watching. Happy Founders Day.
Property owning democracy, better Ghana agenda. All die be die into yensu obi at the berada. We all day hear the cry, but some people just they get richer. I guess the average politician will never cease to tell a lie just to get your promoting power. One truth we all cannot deny. No real love for the country. Everybody just chasing after the Ghana City paper. The fight against corruption year after year we all profess. But the situation only keeps getting worse. Telling me the white man took away all of our gold is like you telling me they took away all of our earth. So the name Gold Coast. Was it just an old post by which the old boast or truly our shores where the carriers of gold flows? I guess these are things the average politician will pretend to not know. See how everything just goes slow. Why? Because we are preaching selfish political philosophies and self-esteemed ideologies just to fulfill our fantasies. Hear the sounds of our soliloquies, turning off the vision when we ought to be focusing our gaze on promoting professional ethics and morality. Funny how everybody keeps talking about democracy. Kabiba mean Kabi, but how about DB mean DB? Equal rights in society, yet nobody really cares.